All right, Ben.
Colin, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Lovely to meet you at High 26 here. Why don't you talk us through this fabulous 2.5 tonne machine?
This is a 2.5, 6 metre each telehandler. So obviously the capacity of this machine being 2.5 tonne, it's a good all-rounder. It's usually the first machine on site and it's generally the last to leave. It represents good value in construction. Generally, it can do anything from being in Sydney basements, in residential apartments, your high-rise kind of stuff, or it'll be out in an open paddock, unloading trucks and trailers. You'll pick this up for about $110,000. And what that means for hire companies, they'll rent this out between $550 per week, up to about $750 a week, depending on the length of hire and who it is and what type of work it's going to be doing. But it would generally replace 2 or 3 labourers based on efficiency and cost.
And with safety being at the forefront of everyone's mind and injury prevention, this does all the heavy lifting.
It does, absolutely. And tying into that, these machines from Zoomlion, they come actually tier 1 and tier 2 spec ready. So off turnkey, horse and saddle, you get everything and it's ready to work.
So why don't you talk me through some of the features people may or may not know about?
Sure, no worries. Look, starting from the outside, we'll just zoom out a little bit. I mean, they generally all come with all-terrain tyres. I mean, it's an all-weather machine. So basically having these rough terrain tyres means that you can wake up, doesn't matter what the weather looks like, as long as the site's not too muddy, you're good to go. You can make money from this machine any time of day.
Sure.
No problems. And then basically,
Easy access in here?
Easy access. So popping up in the cover here, these run a Kubota engine, so it's a bit of a staple in the industry. If you're buying Kubota, you're buying reliability. In saying that, if something goes wrong or just for a general service, very, very easy and not quite technical for the mechanics and the technicians to get in there and do their thing. Very easy maintenance. They've got scheduled appointments, so every few months they get serviced based on hours, and they come with a 2-year warranty or 2,000 hours, which is standard across the industry. Okay, so based on the cab, everything you see here, it's well thought out. Like, it's really mapped out to suit an operator. So we have ergonomic, so lightweight steering wheel, but it also offers good feedback and feel to the operator, and this is critical. I mean, the first person to have a complaint is usually the operator. He sits in this thing, a lot of the time, up to 8-9 hours a day. What's critical about these machines is having cold air conditioning, a pressurised cab. We can fit this model out with fire protection, depending on site requirements, but we've got this is a suspension seat. It comes equipped with a fire extinguisher. And you'll see the big display here. It's almost like an iPad situation. It's easy to use, ergonomic and user-friendly.
All right, so Ben, who would be the classic buyer of this machine?
There's a wide variety of people that could possibly and potentially buy this machine. So you may start as a simple farmer, agriculture. You'll generally see one of these machines on there. Of course, they'll change the attachments. There's varied attachments. So it could be like a hay bale attachment. They could be unloading in an agricultural sense. More common, it's used in the hire fleets of most EWP and access companies. This would be a staple in any one of those industries there. So basically, in saying that, your tier 2 and tier 3, they're all going to have a telehandler at hand. Tier 1, that's when we start fitting it out with customized equipment, fire suppression, all that kind of jazz. But overall, this is one size fits all. Most companies can find a home for this.
Well, look, that was a fantastic review. Thank you so much. And I'll tag everything down below, so if anyone looks out for you, they can find you on the LinkedIn.
Brilliant.
Or find you on Zoomlion Sydney.
Easy. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Thanks.